10 UK places people are abandoning fast. The 10 UK area people are abandoning fast isn't just a catchy headline. It reflects a growing concern across the country. From inner-city boroughs to scenic rural spots, certain locations in the United Kingdom are experiencing significant population declines. The reasons vary: rising living costs, lack of employment opportunities, ageing infrastructure, or simply better prospects elsewhere. In this video, we'll explore which areas are being left behind, what's driving the exodus, and what it means for the future of these regions. So, grab a cuppa. You might be surprised which places made the list. 10. Barrow-in-Furness, England. Barrow-in-Furness has seen a 2.4% decrease in population from around 69,100 in 2011 to 67,400 in 2021. Despite BAE Systems being a major employer, the town struggles with connectivity, investment, and a reputation for isolation. Many young people leave and never return. Shops are closing, public services are under pressure, and new development is minimal. Barrow's regeneration plans include maritime innovation, but local trust is low. Mental health issues and intergenerational poverty are serious concerns. A lack of recreational activities and a perceived cultural void contribute to the slow population bleed. 9. South Ayrshire, Scotland. South Ayrshire's projected 1.7% population decrease between 2018 and 2028 reflects broader demographic shifts. Retirement communities dominate Ayr and Troon, while younger generations chase jobs in urban centres. The area is peaceful, but peace doesn't pay the bills. With limited university options and cultural life, it fails to retain ambitious young people. Local businesses cater mostly to older residents, limiting growth. Despite investment in tourism, sustainable job creation remains weak. The future hinges on better connectivity and a more dynamic economy. Educational gaps and outmigration of skilled workers worsen the outlook. Entrepreneurs say local bureaucracy hinders small business development, fueling stagnation. 8. Argyle and Bute, Scotland. Argyle and Bute is facing a projected 2.5% population decrease in parts of the region, like Bute between 2020 and 2025. The area grapples with classic rural challenges: limited transport, remote healthcare, and a vanishing youth population. The stunning landscape can't offset the realities of depopulation. Villages are left with aging residents and a struggle to maintain essential services. Tourism offers seasonal income but can't support year-round employment. Property vacancies are rising in once thriving seaside towns. Infrastructure maintenance is difficult in such a vast region, and climate challenges pose additional risks. Young people often leave for university and rarely return. Social isolation, especially in winter, affects mental health and deters long-term settlement. 7. West Dunbartonshire, Scotland. West Dunbartonshire has experienced an estimated 2.2% decline between 2018 and 2028, according to strategic projections. Traditional industries have faded, and regeneration projects haven't kept pace. Balloch and Dumbarton are still beautiful places, but lack of opportunity is a major driver for families seeking better futures elsewhere. Transport to larger economic hubs is limited, and many younger professionals don't return after university. Schools are consolidating, and town centres feel increasingly empty. Drug addiction, poverty, and lack of mental health support are persistent problems. While waterfront developments are planned, locals remain sceptical about their long-term impact. Environmental concerns, such as flooding and ageing infrastructure, also limit development. Residents say plans lack urgency and consultation, leading to mistrust between the community and policymakers. 6. North Ayrshire, Scotland. North Ayrshire has experienced a notable decline in population over the last decade, though precise percentages vary based on the source and timeframe. Towns like Irvine and Kilwinning face high unemployment, limited transport infrastructure, and health inequalities. Youth migration to Glasgow and Edinburgh is common, leaving behind an older, shrinking population. Despite scenic coastal areas, lack of housing development and affordable leisure options compound the challenges. While the government has flagged it for economic support, residents say visible improvements are slow to materialise. Issues like poor road conditions and inadequate digital connectivity make the area less attractive to businesses and new residents alike. Local youth programmes have been scaled back, and cultural venues have shut down or reduced services. This makes it harder for communities to maintain social cohesion or attract new families looking for a vibrant place to settle. 5. Inverclyde, Scotland. Inverclyde has seen a population decrease that has fluctuated modestly in recent years, with a slight decline of around 0.1% between 2022 and 2023. Once a proud shipbuilding hub, the area has struggled to reinvent itself. Greenock and Port Glasgow have both seen reduced footfall, empty high streets, and ageing populations. Although regeneration efforts are underway, the outflow continues. Public health challenges and educational underperformance have added to the pressure, making it tough to retain families. Local leaders stress that more sustainable investment is needed beyond short-term redevelopment projects. A lack of new housing, a limited arts and culture scene, and weak public transport connections exacerbate the area's struggles. Efforts to attract tech or green industries are still in their infancy, and local campaigns to stay and build face an uphill battle against strong economic headwinds. 4. Seridian Wales. This picturesque Welsh county, home to Aberystwyth University, lost 5.8% of its population between 2011 and 2021. Why are people leaving? Jobs are scarce, especially for graduates. Young people tend to head to Cardiff or England for better prospects. Despite its stunning coastline, Seridian's rural charm isn't enough to reverse the population loss. The area also struggles with broadband infrastructure and transport links, both essential for remote work or start-up growth. Seasonal tourism boosts the economy briefly, but doesn't provide stable employment. The housing market remains out of sync with local wages, making it hard for young families to stay. Healthcare access in more remote villages is also a growing concern. The ageing population adds pressure to public services, especially health and care sectors. Young professionals cite social isolation as a major reason for leaving. 3. Camden London. Known for its markets, music scene and diversity, Camden saw a 4.6% drop in residents. Many students and artists were once drawn to this cultural hotspot, but rising rents, noise complaints, and dwindling public services have dulled its appeal. Add to that the effects of COVID-19, and you've got a city centre district struggling to retain its soul. Once a beacon of alternative culture, Camden now faces gentrification without the resident base to sustain it. Meanwhile, office conversions and Airbnb lets have changed the residential fabric. Public housing shortages and competition for rental spaces continue to drive residents away. Community organisations report lower participation rates and independent businesses are shutting down. Events that once brought in local crowds now attract mostly tourists. The unique character of Camden is fading as economic pressures push out the creatives and communities that gave the area its edge. Young families find it increasingly unaffordable, further altering the district's demographic makeup. 2. Westminster London. Another affluent London borough, Westminster, saw a 6.9% population decrease. The pandemic changed how people work and live, with many professionals choosing to relocate to greener areas or cheaper commuter towns. Remote work reduced the demand for expensive central London flats. Rising council tax and a sharp drop in EU residents post-Brexit only added to the population squeeze. Many embassies and businesses remain, but the residential vibe is evaporating. Even services like corner shops and cafes are impacted, as fewer residents means less demand. Some areas are filled with commercial spaces and short-term lets, which give the illusion of life but lack the presence of a stable, permanent community. Street-level activity has shifted drastically. Some formerly bustling parts of Westminster now feel vacant, especially during evenings and weekends. The once diverse and vibrant community has thinned, replaced with transient populations and empty storefronts. Public services are adjusting by reducing hours and consolidating operations. 1. Kensington and Chelsea, London. It may surprise you to see one of the UK's wealthiest areas on this list, but Kensington and Chelsea has experienced a massive 9.6% population drop in the last decade. What's behind it? Sky-high property prices have pushed out middle-class residents. Many homes are owned by overseas investors who leave them vacant for much of the year. Locals often refer to parts of the borough as a ghost town. While luxury still dominates the skyline, the community fabric is fraying fast. Businesses suffer from the lack of foot traffic, and local schools see declining enrolment. Public services, including libraries and small healthcare centres, are gradually downsizing. Furthermore, long-standing residents feel the area is losing its soul, transformed from a thriving community into a luxury investment portfolio. In recent years, community cohesion has eroded as fewer families remain in the area. Cultural landmarks are being replaced by private residences and luxury developments. The absence of children in public spaces and declining school registrations signal a concerning trend for the long-term vibrancy of the borough. The places in the United Kingdom with population decline represent a deeper challenge facing the country, one of balance, opportunity, and belonging. As policymakers look to the future, revitalising these areas is more than an economic task. It's a social one. Which of these cities surprised you most? Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.